Tune in this week as the Edge heads off into British Columbia with Saddle Axe Outfitters to go after the majestic bull elk. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're 18 kilometers from the nearest dirt road. Like, I'm ready to get on a horse and head back.
Live on the edge, 'cause brother, win or lose, it's all in what to do with the chance you're given. Yeah, through the wind and rain, you feel your heart pounding. You got one shot, what you got? Tell me what's it gonna be? You gotta make the most of this opportunity. If others fail, make sure you succeed. On the edge.
The Edge is brought to you by Browning, Vortex, Cabela's, Hornady, Jimbo's and Black Gold, Stealth Cam, Walker's Game Ear, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Plano, Tenzing, Gold Tip Arrows, Driving Force, Prime Bows, G5 Broadheads, Grizz Targets, Hawk Tree Stands, Rifle Caddy, and Tree Stand Buddy.
Just got to the Outfitters here just outside of Creston, getting ourselves packed up and ready to go. He's loading the horses. We'll be on our way shortly. And off we go. His name is Cash. We're gonna cash in on a big bull. Well, there's only one way to get up there. Go time. Well, we're here. That was a long ride. You know, we're about 5 hours horse ride into the backcountry. We're in the middle of nowhere, and you know, we've got a home away from home set up here by Saddle Axe Outfitters. Can't wait to start the hunt tomorrow. Well, long ride yesterday, but opening day is here. Andrew's got us up at the wee hours at 4 a.m. this morning so that we can get prepared and ready to go. It's go time. So, what's the game plan? We're gonna tie up the horses here.
Yeah, tie him up. There's a little opening up in here, and we'll just sit here for a bit and do a few calls.
Okay.
See what happens.
See if we can get some action.
Yeah.
He's a little 3x3. There's my wife's sausage. She'd be so mad. He's standing broadside at 40 yards. Well, we're coming to the end of day one. And no response. So, it's just one of those nights where nothing
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
So we came in on day one. I mean, obviously, I was super stoked to be getting out. You know, it was opening day of British Columbia elk, and I was excited to get out there. This is my first hunt of the season. So, you know, stretch the legs, climb some hills, and get in to see what was in store for us. Andrew took us to one of his most favorite spots, a slide that was in the very far back, and it was absolutely gorgeous. We got in there, you know, we had 4 whitetails that came across first thing in the morning. It was absolutely precious. Andrew was a great caller. It was exciting for me to be able to sit there and listen to him call. I think we're in store for a fantastic week.
This segment brought to you by Jim Bowes Archery and Black Gold.
Just feeding the horses, and I figured I better pop into this meadow here. At least let a little chocolate go. Let one go and had a response. So come back, got the guys, and hopefully we can go get them. Well, I mean, right here, you'd have to really come crashing in for us to get a shot at him. Because that stuff's pretty thick. But like you can see up there in the pines, there could be some opening there if we got to there. Not far in there, but he's not going to cross that. Not to say he's not, but if he would have wanted to cross, he would already cross. He's not far. I love it when they play that game. And it's hard in this brush because he can hear you for running a trail. Yeah. Let's get out of here. A little better than just whitetail.
Super exciting morning. Absolutely love when we get into you know, elk communicating. When you get the rut on and they're bugling and they're screaming, there's nothing more exciting than that in any type of hunting as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, having Andrew come in that morning, had a bull that was roaring and ready to go, you know, it was pretty exciting for us to get up to. It's a great way to get out of bed, I can tell you that. So we followed him for a couple hours that morning, and he eventually petered off and went quiet on us. And, you know, it gave us a lot of excitement for what was to come for that evening as well as the next day. No elk as of yet, so we're moving into the evening sit so we can move up into the slide that's about a half kilometer away. We're going to move up into there and see what we can't stir up tonight.
So we're about 3/4 of the way up the slide that we wanted to go up. Right now the wind is kind of swirling quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the sun to kind of dip behind the mountain. And that way with the thermals they should start going down and pushing our scent away. And hopefully we can get in close enough and we'll start calling. See if we can't get some action tonight. He's still bedded, I think. See him sitting there?
Yeah. Oh man,
is because if I can hear the horses from there, he's hearing that straight across. It'd be the new long-range record. 2 miles. With all this heat, have they decided? Have they moved over there? Maybe that's where they're at right now, and that's why we're not seeing much.
So, you know, we headed up today on quite a good journey. I mean, we cut up through a different slide that we haven't hunted yet. You know, I felt like I was in the bedroom of the elk because it was like their little playground up top there. So really exciting to see, sets me up for understanding what it is that we're hunting and why we're down below and doing the calling that we're doing. Excited to see what happens tomorrow.
All I know is every hair I got is like,
I'm still shaking.
oh yeah.
We're in the middle of nowhere. We're 18 kilometers from the nearest dirt road. Like, I'm ready to get on a horse and head back.
The Edge is brought to you by Rifle Caddy.
All I know is every hair I got is like,
I'm still shaking.
oh yeah. I'm shaking. What was weird is I thought, okay, that's the craziest northern light I've ever seen, and then I seen that freaking thing falling, and it was like,
But it's
huge.
close, man. Like, I'm really worried it's starting
Yeah,
to fire. Like, we just had a meteorite that came down. It's easily within a kilometer. It came behind the trees right behind us here. And then what was really weird is like 3 to 4 minutes, we're all standing here talking about it, and this explosion went off like a very loud explosion, very, very close to us. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like it is the weirdest thing I have ever encountered in my entire life. So, like, if something weird happens and you guys are watching this tape because you can't find us, let me tell you, that was the most freaked out thing that I have ever seen in my entire life. This isn't no Blair Witch, no craziness. This is, we're in the middle of nowhere. We're 18 kilometers from the nearest dirt road. And I am shaking like a leaf.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know
The
what to
more
say.
we talk about it too, I'm just getting weirded right out.
Like, I'm ready to get on a horse and head back.
Yeah. We won't pack up anything if we find out that there is a fire started. We'll just saddle up and get out of here. You can always come back for your stuff if.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not worried about stuff, man. That's all replaceable. I, however, am not. All of a sudden, like, when we were sitting there and that sky lit up, it was one of the craziest things I had ever seen. It was like, all of a sudden, you know, we were watching one of those movies and it went from night to day. Like, it was just daylight out. Everything got so bright. But, you know, it gives you a little bit of fear. We've got all these fires all around us, and all of a sudden we've got a screaming ball of fire that's coming down and landing, you know, from what I felt, no less than a kilometer away. It turns out it was like 16 kilometers away. But when that boom went off, I'd never heard anything like that. And when we started to, you know, put the math together and what we had seen, you know, it was obvious that, you know, this thing had broken the sound barrier, and that's what we were hearing, is that sound barrier. And so although we were excited to get up the next morning to see if we could go after our big bull that was playing with us from the morning prior, I also knew, you know, with it being as close as what it was, as bright as what that was, and the explosion as loud as what it was, it could mess us up for the morning. And, you know, not using that as an excuse, it's just the realities when you have events that happen such as that. And sure enough, we got up the next morning, we got down in place, and we bugled our brains out for the entire morning. And we didn't get a single response. And you know, the reality is, that was the morning prior was the one and only encounter that we had with a bull for this entire week.
With Jeff's bad luck in BC, I invited him along to hunt elk with me in northern Alberta. Well, buddy, we're back up for another year up in northern Alberta.
Round two.
Round two for you, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's first morning. We've got a beautiful sunrise behind us here. It's nice and clear and crisp and quiet. So
I think it's going to be a good week.
yeah.
You know, we got in pretty late last night and getting out this morning to do some scouting. I'm excited.
It's beautiful out here. Well, let's kind of scout and hunt this morning and see what's out there.
Sounds like a game plan.
Okay.
Well, here we are. We're back up in northern Alberta, trying to see if we can get done what I couldn't make happen last year. Trying to find ourselves a big bull elk with a team of great people. I'm up here with Helgie Eymundson, Kim Jones, and our ever faithful camera guy, Josh. Elk's been my nemesis. It's been one of those things. I've been on a lot of elk hunting trips. We've successfully harvested many elk, but the majority of the time I'm there as the pack mule taking the elk out because it wasn't me who got the job done. And coming up here, I feel that this is the year I'm going to make it happen.
There's fresh tracks right here. Yeah. Looks like they came off that plateau where Brent killed his, and they've just turned and went this way. Yeah. They'll probably drop down off this edge or the next one. Okay, see what you can see. Go tell me what you can see in there. Just to the right. Because our wind's going straight up. He's a bit on an angle to us, but it's not good. I think this is kind of our general wind. Yeah, coming up this way. Because it was just a brief little bit that it blew this way. Now it's back to this. Yeah.
First morning, sure enough, if we didn't get a bugle right out of the gate and had action, and man, we had a bull coming that was probably within 100, I figured 200 yards away in the bush, couldn't see him yet, but he was coming, committed, and wind swirled a little bit, and that was it, silence. It's so hard to hunt these hills and not have the wind kind of screw you up once in a while.
This segment brought to you by Stealth Camp.
All right, well, this is gonna work out pretty good. I got some elk burgers here. It's my turn to cook today. The boys are having a nap, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some burgers ready here for them. And you know what, everybody in camp's got a slightly different preference on what they wanna do, which is awesome, because I brought along high mountain seasonings. I mean, we got buffalo wing, garlic pepper, hickory, zesty western. This is gonna be quick and simple, and the boys are gonna be surprised at how good this is. Let's get started. Hey! What do you want for burger seasoning?
Buffalo.
Oh my God, you see what I gotta put up with? Okay, that's it. Burgers are done, spice has been added. Pretty good, eh?
Listen, here's the deal. So, you know, first day, super exciting. The morning started off with a bang. It gave me a lot of confidence that we were in for a great week and gonna see a lot of great animals. What did happen that week is nothing. We were doing a whole lot of walking, a whole lot of talking. The unfortunate part was we were the only ones doing the talking. And everything kind of died down real quickly after day one. So we set up for our evening sit last night, and I felt it was a primo space. So I went into this particular sit with a lot of excitement, thinking this may be my opportunity. Interestingly enough, boom, there comes a shot in the field over about a mile away right behind, and I get a text. My phone goes off, I pull out the phone to check it, and who is it but Kim? Kim says, I've shot a bear, it's gone into the bushes, I'm not sure it's down.
There's about 40 yards in. There's a yellow tree. Right in the tree over here. Right over here to that yellow tree. Right down.
So if anything, he's moved deeper in. We need to find his little blood. Did you know how big this bear is?
I knew he was a big
Look
bear.
where his head. There's his feet. Holy crap. That was a big bear. Oof. We got in there, we found the bear, and we were able to move our way in and recover this bear. And Kim shot an absolutely fantastic black bear. It's his first black bear, so very exciting, and you know, a great story or memento of a great Northern Alberta trip. Well, last night was one heck of an adventure. We were out in the field, we had a couple different sits that we were doing. Kim was sitting on some peas last night. I was sitting on some barley for the hopes of a big bull elk stepping out. And you know, for me it didn't happen, but last night, lucky enough, Kim had a big black bear that came out for him. Absolutely fantastic evening. There was a little bit of excitement involved. Congrats, my friend.
Thank you.
You bet.
The Edge is brought to you by Browning, Vortex, Cabela's, Hornady, Jimbo's and Black Gold, Stealth Cam, Walker's Game Ear, Outdoor Edge, High Mountain Seasonings, Plano, Tenzing, Gold Tip Arrows, Driving Force, Prime Bows, G5 Broadheads, Grizz Targets, Hawk Tree Stands, Rifle Caddy, and Tree Stand Buddy.
Yo, 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 hey there, buddy. Let me show you my ride for the week. This is Cash. He's one of the main working horses for Saddle Axe Outfitters. One of his favorite actors is John Candy, for the similarities and the love of the appetite. He got his name, Cash, because that's what he's gonna cost you a lot of if you own this horse, because he loves to eat.